don't know who this is for, but I have a message for someone out there who is looking for permission or waiting before they do what God has asked them to do. And, you know, God's been burdening my heart today with a few things that I'm pretty sure break God's heart. The main one being that we don't see God. We have a projection of God based upon our own limited human ideas of who God is. And the problem that comes when we don't see God is that if you can't see God and you can't hear God, that pretty much means, I can guess, you don't see yourself, you don't see your kids, you don't see your partner or your husband, you don't see your parents, you don't see the people around you the way that God sees them. You see things through your veils, your judgments, your opinions, but you're not seeing the truth of things. And this matters right now because we're in a time where your discernment and your ability to hear and see God and see his goodness in the land of the living and see how he operates and how he works and how he wants to use you is going to be everything. It's going to be everything in these next years. And I invite you into a relationship with your creator, the one who created you, who knows you intimately, knows every single hair on your head, knows why you're here, who you are, whose you are, and what you're here for. I invite you into that relationship sooner than later. And here's the key. You don't have to be perfect to start. You know, if I'd waited until I was some sort of perfect saint to pour out this message or to say yes to God, I would have waited a very, very long time. God doesn't ask us to be perfect. He works with broken people. The woman by the well, in fact, every single person in the Bible, including King David, one of his favorites, was fatally and tragically flawed, of course, because it's not our job to be perfect. It's our job just to be human. But if we give him what we've got, he can work with it. So, for example, if Jesus wanted to feed the 5,000, he didn't go off and get someone to make 5,000 loaves of bread or find the money. In that teaching, it shows us that he gives to God what he has. He gives the 5 loaves and the 2 fish, and God is the one that multiplies it. So right now you might be thinking, God, you know, you want me to go and build this business or write this book or speak this message, but I'm not ready. Like, my hair doesn't look good. I'm not slim enough. I'm not ready enough. I'm too young. I'm too old. I've got nothing to say. No one's going to listen. Who's going to buy that? Who's going to come to that? Who's going to hear me? But I promise you that your spiritual sight, your ability to see God, it takes your eyes off of you and it puts them on a God who can do the impossible. He can do anything. And all he's asking you to do is to give it to him. He's just asking you to surrender. So like, if you give him that big fear, your block, let's say, your stumbling block, even if it's something silly, like even if it's like, I don't look the way I want to look to get on camera, he'll be like, I can work with that. As long as you give it to him, he will work with it. And I tell you, my God is so good. I see him so clearly right now, how he's working in my life. You know, I used to have a business and a brand, and it was somewhat successful. And in the lockdowns and in COVID, I closed it all to homeschool my son for 2 years. I went into consulting behind the scenes with a couple of founders and entrepreneurs. And it's been very hard for me the last 6 months because God's been burdening my heart to get back online and build my brand up again. And I've been terrified, quite honestly. And I've been saying, no, AI and the market's saturated and people don't buy coaching anymore. And you know, the times have changed, which is true in the online entrepreneur world. Yeah, everyone's a digital entrepreneur now. I started in 2009. And what I can tell you is that God is so good. He doesn't need the market to be perfect. He doesn't need you to be perfect because he's perfect and he's already gone ahead of you. He's already in the future. He already knows your path. All he needs is you to lean in and give it to him. And the relationship with him, he will work with you. He's been so good to me that one of my big blocks, and it sounds really stupid and vain, and it is, but I'm just going to out myself there, was that, you know, I didn't really like my hair and I felt like I was aging. I didn't really want to get into camera. I started my business in my 20s. I'm now in my 40s. And I was like, nobody wants to listen to, you know, someone in their 40s. My business blessed me so much. I had 3 kids. I put them through private school. I never had to drop them off at a nursery. I never had to leave my home if I didn't want to. I got to travel the world. You know, one of my kids was born in South America. Like, I had an amazing business and an amazing time. But, you know, in your 40s, it's a bit different and you feel more vulnerable. And I was thinking, God, I don't want to get on camera again. Like, do I really need to doing all that? And he was just gently urging me and burdening my heart with a message. And it starts today, really, for me, that I just posted a reel about this. It sounds so stupid. I understand that it sounds stupid to a lot of people. But it was this block for me about being visible and being seen and what people will think and fear of man and fear of aging and showing up. And he has done such a work in me, including aligning me with a brand partner that has really solved a lot of my hair neuroses and given me confidence back so that I can be here now and share this with you. And so it might not be hair. My hair might not be your thing. Your block might be fear of charging what you're worth, or fear of what the neighbors will think, or, you know, having a really tough lack mindset where you just don't believe that the money's out there or the clients are out there or that God will multiply what you give to him. But just try it. That's what I promise you. If you just try it, hand over to him that thing that you think is a burden, that is a block. Give him your 5 loaves and your 2 fish and watch what he will do to transform and guide and lead you when you let him. It will blow your mind, I promise. The way he has moved in this area, the alliances and the people he's brought into my life, I just couldn't be more grateful. So go pour out your oil. You are blessed to be a blessing, and there's no time like the present. You don't have to be perfect. Just get moving. And if I can help you, feel free to DM me. I'm opening my mentorship practice again, and I'm really excited for this new season. God bless. Bye for now.